you know, when you're doing this college, college playing, partnership.
Located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, has fresh cheese curds made daily, along with cheese and sausage trays for your next gathering. Nasonville Dairy is home to over 24 cheese varieties, 1.5 million pounds of milk daily, gives you cheddar, feta, Colby, and even blue marble jack. Shop in the store or online at nasonvilledairy.com. Nasonville Dairy, a family tradition of quality. Milwaukee Tool headquarters. Head on down to Hiller's True Value for all your Milwaukee tool needs. We got heated jackets, tools, batteries, accessories, right on anything pens. Hiller's True Value, also your cake decorating superstore and your Traeger smoker location right there on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. In just a moment here, we'll bring in Coach Kurt Schmidt of the Stratford Tigers. We'll also talk to Coach Adam Jacobson and get their thoughts on what is really a big Merriwood South game. We'll talk to both coaches about their we're going to talk about must win, but we're going to talk about winning a conference championship as we'll bring in Coach Schmidt here, and we'll talk to Kurt about what this is and if this really is a must win game or if this is just another game on the calendar. Coach, thanks for joining us here in the Hiller's True Value pregame show. Talking to our audience about must win games. Now, conference championships got to be on your to-do list this year. You get this one, you're probably at least a co-champ. But how is this game mixed with all the other games that you played this year and have left yet this year?
Well, it's nice here as it's a home game, and it's nice to play this at the end of the year because you want to be playing your best basketball at the end. And you know, we're not focused on too much after now, and you know, right now the kids are pumped up. They want to play against a good team, and Marathon's a good team. Marathon's on a roll right now. This is a good conference game tonight.
Carter Hankey, obviously the target here. Who else are you watching out for when Red has the ball?
Well, they can score. I mean, you got Clark Mall, he can shoot it and score, and the freshman's been playing well, and Bloom's coming off the bench and playing well, and you know, and you got Schilling. Schilling's a three-year starter too with Carter Hankey. You got to pick your poison.
Coach, good luck tonight. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Guys, we'll talk to Coach Adam Jacobson here as he will likely appear just to my right out of thin air here. We're going to talk to him about must win and what the Merriwood South Conference Championship looks like to him. As we'll turn around here, we'll get Coach Jacobson in. Coach, thanks for joining us here in the Hiller's True Value pregame show. We were talking to Coach Schmidt about must-win games. This is a must-win for you. Conference championship got to be on your to-do list somewhere, but you got to have this one to get there.
Sure. Yeah, you know, and every game's a big game, and especially this time of year. You know, I don't mean to say it to be cliche, but you know, to us, and we talk about that in the locker room, it's not necessarily a must-win. It's just a must-execute, and we kind of come out here and execute tonight.
A couple bigs on the other side. What's the plan when you guys are on defense to guard that high-low that they'll probably throw out here often?
Yeah, we have to crowd the high catch, try to deny the high catch if they do get it crowded, take away strong hand. But boy, they're big, and we're just going to have to hold them to one shot and try to handle the dribble.
Coach, good luck tonight. Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate it. Guys, it's Hiller's True Value pregame show. Hiller's True Value, located on South Central Avenue in Marshfield. We've got a special guest in the house tonight. It's the WIAA's Todd Clark, and he's got a special presentation. We're going to go to a quick commercial, and we'll be back with the WIAA's Todd Clark after this. You've been watching the Hiller's True Value pregame show.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Auburndale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Auburndale schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Guys, and do this type of this.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stratford High School for tonight's Merowith South Conference matchup featuring at 14-3 overall and 10-2 in conference play, the Marathon Red Raiders. And at 18-0 overall, a spotless 14-0 conference record, the undefeated Stratford Tigers. Stratford High School welcomes all players, parents, and fans from both schools. During halftime this evening, we'll be having the third grade Stratford boys play, so be ready for that. And after the game, please stick around as we will be having the fifth quarter event sponsored by FCA right here in the gym. It is open to all fans from both communities. There will be pizza and some testimonials from some of the kids from both schools, including our very own Teddy Redmond. At this time, I would like to introduce Todd Clark, representing the WIAA, and Brad Kreklow and his wife Valerie from Rural Mutual Insurance to present the Sportsmanship Award from State Football.
You guys want to hold the banner, or a couple of you guys? There you go. Go for it, Brad. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yep. No, go. They'll stop clapping. Go ahead. Is it on?
Good evening. I'd like to thank Stratford for winning the annual Rural Mutual Sportsmanship Award. It's nice to see a local team. And I'd like to thank the parents, coaches, players, and everybody for this award. This is our 51st year at Rural Mutual to give away the Sportsmanship Award. I couldn't be prouder to give it to Stratford High School football. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Brad. On behalf of the entire WIAA membership, it's my honor to be here to present the 2018 Football Sportsmanship Award to you this evening. And before I talk a little bit about sportsmanship and this award in particular, I want to send our sincere thanks and appreciation to Brad and Rural Mutual Insurance for their support of the sportsmanship program. Without their involvement and partnership, the award would not be as prestigious as it is today. So thank you. When we reference sportsmanship, we identify why we have sport in high schools and why the WIA exists. In the membership's constitution, it states one of the purposes of the association is to formulate and maintain policies that cultivate the high ideals of good citizenship and sportsmanship. The WIA believes that sportsmanship reveals character in individuals, schools, and communities. In its simplest terms, sportsmanship is the outward expression of respect extended to others in a sporting setting. This award is special because it reveals and identifies what is the most special about education-based athletics. And it's special because it takes more than the individuals of the team to win it. Their sportsmanship is indeed important, but just as important is the sportsmanship displayed by the coaches, the student fans, parents, the band, and the community, as well as the efforts of the school administration to make sure that the ideals of sportsmanship are showcased. Now, the WIA has been in existence since 1896, and now through all those 123 years, many things have changed to bring life-enriching experiences through sports. But one thing that remains consistent through all those years is this membership's emphasis and commitment in advocating and promoting good sportsmanship. Now, as winners of this prestigious award, Stratford becomes a model for other schools and communities to follow. But also with it comes a responsibility and commitment to ensure the sportsmanship that won you this award. So finally, thank you for inviting us here this evening, and congratulations on winning the 2018 Football Sportsmanship Award. Congratulations. Keep up the good work. Congratulations.
Again, thank you to Brad, Valerie, and Todd. At this time, we ask those that are able to please stand, remove your hat, and place your hand over your heart as we join the Stratford High School Pep Band under the direction of John Rickinger as they honor America, those currently defending our freedom, and all veterans with the playing of the national anthem.
Just about set here for basketball in Stratford, Wisconsin, and that means it's almost starting lineup time. Today's starting lineup is brought to you by Total Body Fitness in Marshfield. Total Body Fitness, 24-hour service, 24-hour center, fantastic equipment and great people all there at Total Body Fitness in Marshfield. We will go now to our PA announcer for today's starting lineups.
Introducing the starting lineup for the visiting Marathon Red Raiders. Starting at forward, a 6'4" junior, number 4, Clark Mao. Starting at guard, a 6' senior, number 10, Cameron Schilling. And at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 20, Preston Weber. Starting at guard, a 5'10" senior, number 24, Hunter Soibert. And at forward, a 6'3" senior, number 32, Carter Honke. The head coach for the Marathon Red Raiders is Adam Jacobson. He is assisted by Phil Soibert, Todd Stoffel, and Chuck Wilful. And now, Tiger fans, put your hands together. Let's hear you make some noise. Here is the starting lineup for your Stratford Tigers. Starting at guard, a 5'11" senior, number 3, Oakley Wrench. Starting at guard, a 6'2" junior, number 11, Chandler Schmidt. Starting at forward, a 6'5" junior, number 22, Vaughn Bright. Starting at guard, a 5'11" senior, number 23, Lance Heidman. And your center, a 6'6" junior, number 24, Ben Barton. The head coach for the Stratford Tigers is Kurt Schmidt. He is assisted by Bill Knetter, Derek Lawson, and Corey Heckel.
All right, again, today's starting lineups brought to you by Total Body Fitness in Marshfield. Total Body Fitness, 24-hour fitness center, excellent people, great environment. There to serve you and get you going in the right direction. Total Body Fitness in Marshfield. And it is basketball time here in Stratford. Merriwood South action here tonight. It's the 10-2 Marathon Red Raiders in red and the 14-0 undefeated Stratford Tigers in white. And Wrench comes down with the opening tip, and we're underway here in Stratford in what figures to be a good one. It was 52-50. Up in Marathon about 45 days ago, and that was a game where the Tigers led almost the entire second half, if not the entire second half. Nice up and under there, but shot comes up by Honke, no. And turnover in the corner. Back to Stratford, but 52-50, not necessarily indicative of the way that game went. That was a 2-point margin, but it felt more like a 12-point win for the Tigers. See what happens here. Schmidt lines up a 3. Timber! Chandler Schmidt. Schmidt gets us rocking and rolling here. And the Tigers strike first. Schilling, and that pass picked off by Heidman. Heidman with Schilling in front of him. Jump, stop, and in! Tigers off to a quick start here. Again, we talked to both coaches in our pregame show. One of the things we talked about is a floater there by Mao is no good, but we talked to Coach Jacobson and asked him how his team was going to defend this Tigers high-low, and we'll keep an eye on the two bigs here as one of the bigs, Bright with the ball, backs down, spins left hand, is up and good. Vaughn Bright is tough to spot, and when you give him the ball on the block, it's nearly mission impossible. Quickly, 7-0 here in Stratford. Mao in the corner to Weber. Weber kicks up to Honke. Honke had a flashing Schilling, passed him up over to Seubert. And back around here, Schilling with it. And he's got it in. Kick back out to Mao. 3 on the way, off the back of the rim, no. Rebound brought down by Wrench. Wrench up ahead to Heidman. He's got Bright to his left. Bright lines up a 3 on the way. That's long. A lot of adrenaline there from Vaughn Bright. He slaps his chest. Unfortunately for the Tigers, it was last off of Marathon, and they will inbound under their own basket. It's going to be Wrench. Go inbound. Gets it into Heidman. Heidman leaned into it but didn't go. Wrench with it. Kicks it off to Heidman. Heidman has Weber on him, and up top to Schmidt. Wrench dumps into Bright. Bright, Honke got him out a little further now this time. Bright drives baseline around Honke, lost the ball coming back. I don't know, Honke may have got a hand on it. Kicked up ahead here to Mao. Mao inside, gets it to Seubert. Kick back out to Honke, 3 on the way. Timber! And the Red Raiders score, and it's Carter Honke, and he averages 19 points a game, and he's got 3 right there. Wrench with it, brings it back up top, swivels back around on the wing. Bright looks in. They had the high-low there with Barton down low. Barton got position on Honke, not able to bring it in. It's last off of Barton, out of bounds. We're already fast and furious here in Stratford. We're well outpaced of the 52-50 result the last time these two hooked up in Marathon. Schilling with it on the wing, kicks it back up top to Seubert and all the way down around to Weber. Weber baseline cut off there by Barton. Schilling got Wrench flying past him, launches a 3 off the front of the rim. No, Honke with the rebound. Honke looks around and finally gets it back out. And Mao will help the Red Raiders reset here. They trail 7-3. Schilling with Wrench on him. Schilling spins in the lane. Kick out to Weber. Weber's got to push it back out to Mao in the corner to Honke. Honke with Barton on him. Barton follows Honke in the lane, and they're going to have a travel called on Seubert. Seubert took steps and turned back over to Stratford. Wrench will bring it up for the Tigers, up 7-3, and we're just 4 minutes into this one. Barton got that one stolen away by Honke. Honke right there as the pass came into Barton's hands. Honke now with it, plows into Barton, and an easy charge call as Honke was out of control and plowed right into the chest of Vaughn Bright. So first foul of the night for either team.
Number 3, Jaden Keller. Number 5, Mitchell Kurtz.
Honke hands on hips. He's talking to Barton about it on the other side here. And he's probably saying, yeah, I just it was just running full steam, and there was your buddy Bright standing in my way. And that's what happened. Heidman gives it off to Bright. Bright in the lane, turns right hand. He was contacted from behind by Mitchell Kurtz, and Bright will go to the line for 2.
Number 4, Mao.
They're going to call that on Mao. I think Kurtz had more of an impact on that collision down there, but they're going to give the fall to Clark Mao. In either case, it sends Bright to the line for 2. Hits the first one. He's got 3 points.
Checking in for the Tigers, number 1, Teddy Redmond.
If you're just joining us now, Chandler Schmidt with 3, Bright with 3, and Heidman with 2 for the Tigers. And the 3 points on the scoreboard for Marathon is the 3-pointer from Carter Honke. Bright makes it look easy from the free throw line. He's an excellent free throw shooter, one of the tops in the Merriwood South, right along with Cooper Weinfurter. Those two make it look really easy from the free throw line. Honke with it, Barton hands up high. As Barton now going to get late here on the closeout on Honke. Honke didn't pull the trigger. Kohler launches one, no. Rebound comes down to Wrench. And the foul now will go on Kurtz. Could have been his second, it'll just be his first. And it'll be team foul number 3 on the Red Raiders. Redmond bounces into Bright. Bright turns around, sees Mao on him. Bright in deep, puts it up, and just rolled out Bright got that in exactly where he wanted to. Probably even got a little closer than he thought he could, but just rimmed it out. Ball in low here to Kohler. Kohler's a 6'2 freshman. Wears number 3 for the Red Raiders. Kurtz with it, wrench right on him. Kurtz dribbles back out and gives it off to Mao. Entry pass here to Schilling, kicks it back out to Honke. 3 on the way from Mao, no. Rebound off to Schmidt. Schmidt turns his Tigers up the court. They're up 9-3, 12:40 left in the half. Barton Bright worked the near side wing. Could have went high-low there from the wing, not a traditional spot, but instead now it's Barton backing down Mao. Barton turns, left hand is up, no. Bats it back out, and see if Schmidt's able to track it down the corner, gets around Schilling. Hands off to Redmond down low. Redmond put too much on it. He may have been surprised how open he was, and he was so close to the basket, put too much on it. Honke with it, turns into Barton, kicks it back out, and gives it right back to Honke. Honke, three-pointer on the way. Barton didn't challenge, rims in and out. Bright with the rebound for the Tigers. Quickly down here to Wrench. The 2 Tigers, 1 Red Raider at the scores table as Bright drills a 3, and we're going to have a timeout marathon as Coach Jacobson sees his Red Raiders down 9. It's 12-3. Stratford will be back.
Door Pro of Stratford has been your local source for garage and overhead doors since 2003. Door Pro can custom design your door solutions, or you can use their online tools at doorprollc.com to see what a new garage door could do to improve your home. Door Pro of Stratford, call them at 715-384-7978. Door Pro of Stratford, proud to support local athletes and their teams.
It's Vaughn Bright leading with 7 points, leads all scorers, and it's 12-3 early. Bright and his Tigers over the Marathon Red Raiders, and Bright drilled a 3, and Coach Jacobson couldn't stand it a moment longer. He calls his first time out of the game. Try to get his Red Raiders reorganized here as they are living just barely off of a Carter Honke 3, but that was a long time ago. Nice drive to the lane, shot altered by Bright, and the loose ball hauled down by Schmidt. Schmidt up ahead to Heidman. Heidman got 4 Red Raiders in front of him, and he kicks it back out. Heidman again has Bright to his left. Passes on a flashing Dawson Dannon and kicks it out to Schmidt on the near wing. Schmidt down to Redmond in the corner. He's got Kurtz on him. Redmond, Kurtz stops his dribble. Schilling defending Schmidt. Heidman looks in for Bright. Honke's got a hand in front of him. They'll go back the other way. Gets it over to Schmidt. Long 3 on the way. Timber! Carter Schmidt. Chandler Schmidt, my apologies. 2 3-pointers so far here for Schmidt. And it's a 12-point Stratford lead. Marathon not able to get in a rhythm here of any sort as you get points here. Hunter Seubert scores for the first time in 6 minutes for the Red Raiders. That was a long scoring drought, and that 3 hung on the scoreboard for a long time. Heidman off a Bright screen. Kicks it over in the corner to Dannon. Dannon dribbles in the lane, up with the right hand, no. Bright follow, no. Bright still battling for it, and it's last out of bounds off the hands of Mitchell Kurtz. And Stratford will keep possession as Vaughn Bright takes a seat along with Schmidt for the first time here today, as we see Oakley Wrench and Ben Barton re-enter for the Tigers. Wrench with it here. He's got Mao on him, gets it out to Redmond, quickly swung around to Dannon, all the way over to Heidman in the far corner. 10-point Tiger lead, 10 minutes to go in the half. Heidman past the 3, gives it to Wrench, 3 on the way, just a bit long, and no rebound there as the Red Raiders will let that one go out of bounds. And they'll take possession from the baseline. Kurtz brings it up for the Red Raiders, gets it over here to Mao. Now Honke a long way away from the basket as Barton is on him. Barton doesn't really go out further than the free throw line on Honke, and we'll have a foul, I believe, here coming up on Barton. It is. Barton picks up his first.
Team first.
And it's only the team first for the Stratford Tigers. And again, watch 24 Barton as he guards 32 Honke. Barton really not extending his defensive pressure more than 15 feet from the rim. See if Honke is able to take advantage of that with some more outside shooting. Here he is now with Barton on him. Barton again staying right at that 15-foot mark. Mao looking for anybody flashing. No, dumps it into Seubert. Up. He missed that shot. Barton able to tip it up, and Redmond brings it down. Redmond dribbled into Mitchell Kurtz. There's going to be a foul on Kurtz.
Fouls on number 5, Mitchell Kurtz.
Could have easily been a turnover there if the whistle blew, and the foul goes against Kurtz.
And Bright for the Tigers.
Kurtz takes a seat for the Red Raiders. It was only his first foul, team fourth though, and 9:06 left on the clock. Wrench stopped his dribble, passes it off to Heidman. Heidman has Seubert watching him. Coach Schmidt calls out the play. Tigers react, get to their spots. Bright with it, looking for Barton down low, perhaps. No, Bright rises from 16, missed that shot. Honke with the rebound. Honke brings it up for the Red Raiders. Again, Barton settles into that 12-foot defensive stance as the reach around by Bright went off of Barton and now poked away by Heidman. So Tigers do get the turnover as they lead by 10. Dump into Barton. He's got Honke on him. Barton now going to use that big frame. Left hand is up, no. Honke is going to get caught with his second foul, and it's going to send Ben Barton to the line for 2.
Foul is on number 32, Carter Honke, his second, team fifth.
So Honke now picks up number 2. We've got 8:20 left here in the first half. See what Coach Jacobson does with his premium scorer. Again, Carter Honke leads season average here amongst all players on the court tonight. He averages 19. Barton goes 2 for 2 from the line, does his job, and Honke stays on the floor. Coach Jacobson looking disappointed here at the moment, frustrated as well. That ball stolen away by Wrench. Wrench, fast break up with the right hand, and the ball was knocked away from behind. Good job there by Hunter Seubert to race down the court and at least knock the ball away. No foul either. A nice play by Seubert. Wrench, Bright on the alley-oop, no, and they're going to get Bright with a technical foul for hanging on the rim as he hung and swung a bit, and we're going to come back down the other way as the technical called on Bright as he went up for the alley-oop, missed the ball, grabbed the rim, and then swung. And it's a technical foul just about 99 times out of 100 here in the WIAA. Coach Schmidt's going to get a little explanation here as he says his player was maybe looking for safety reasons why he was hanging there, but the foul was already called. Technical foul shot number 1 by Jaden Kohler is up and good. Coach Schmidt got the explanation and at the end of it told the official no. So he thought Bright was hanging because of player safety. He was going to land awkwardly or perhaps land on another human being there, but shots were made. 2 shots on the Bright technical, and Schilling with it here. Wrench poked it away again. Wrench with quick hands here, able to poke away a few passes. Got one just a moment ago. Seubert gets it over to Schilling. Schilling, Wrench with him every step of the way. And we're going to have a foul. I thought maybe a kick ball there, but it's going to be a foul on Lance Heidman.
Fouls on number 23, Heidman, his first, team second.
Honke gets it down low here, shoots over Barton. No, didn't get it. Offensive rebound though. Red Raiders will set up for a second chance off the Seubert rebound. Schilling got Bright flying in front of him. Gets his 3 off. No, and over the back is going to be the call on Jaden Kohler. And Kohler picks up the foul.
His first, team 6.
6 team fouls now for the Red Raiders. That means the Tigers will be in the bonus for the next 7:27 of the first half. Bright's going to take a seat.
Also checking in for Marathon, number 12, Matt Vanderboom.
7 points. Bright leads all scorers with those 7. Chandler Schmidt right behind him with 6. And it remains a 10-point lead for Stratford, as they are 2 games clear of these Red Raiders. A win tonight by Stratford gives them at least a share of the Merriwood South. Outright championship with a win tonight, and one by Ben Barton. A win tonight gives the Tigers at least a share of the Merriwood South. If that were to happen, and they play here against Auburndale on Thursday, and that would be a chance for the Tigers to have the outright Merriwood South championship. Of course, if everything holds as it is now and Auburndale stays 1 game behind next Thursday, Auburndale win gives each of those teams then a share of the Merriwood South. A lot of ball to be played yet between then and now, as Auburndale also takes on these Marathon Red Raiders in that span as well. And Stratford first place, Auburndale second, Marathon third. So 1, 2, 3 they go, and in that one goes as Weber cashes in his first points of the night, only the 3rd Red Raider to score. Honke, Soibert, and now Weber on the score sheet for the Red Raiders. Heidman left alone in the corner, dribbles out of it, gets it off to Schmidt. Schmidt 3 on the way off the back of the rim, no. And rebound brought down by Soibert. Schilling quickly up here. Hands it off to Vanderboom. Vanderboom over to Weber. Kick back out, 3 on the way from Soibert, and rattles it in. Hunter Soibert. And the Red Raiders start to get back in this one. Now they're only down 7, but the 19-12 looks a lot better than 19-9. Something about having double digits on the scoreboard makes things just look a little better. Barton's going to back down Weber, and that ball poked away. Barton able to save it. Going to get it up top here to Schmidt. Schmidt in the lane, may have taken steps, and he did. He gets called with the travel. Bright and Wrench back in for the Tigers. Honke, Kohler, and Kurtz in for the Red Raiders. There we go. Last to come off was Weber. For a moment, the Red Raiders had 6 on the court. Weber's the last one to be told he was being replaced on the court. Honke again, Barton, good 4 feet off of him. Is guarding against the drive, but that's going to leave Honke open for some threes if he's willing to pull the trigger. That pass intercepted by Dawson Dannon. Wrench quickly up to Redmond. Redmond 3 on the way. Chopping trees and counting threes. Teddy Redmond, he scores here for the first time tonight. Tigers back up by 10. 5 minutes left here in the first half. Coach Schmidt up on his feet, telling his defense, high hands. Put your hands up, down low. Vanderboom with it. And Teddy Redmond with the block. Redmond all alone. Redmond goes up, left hand. No. Missed the layup. He can't believe it. I think Redmond was conflicted if he was going to dunk it or if he was going to go up for a layup. And it's Honke right back off the backboard and good. And we've got a timeout right away there from Coach Schmidt, as he's going to let his team marinate on that. But Redmond missed the open layup. We've got 4:44 left here in the first. It's Stratford 22, Marathon 14. Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Check out Clemmy Sales, located at 125 North 2nd Avenue in Stratford. For over a century, Clemmy Sales has been your #1 trusted Chevrolet dealership. From beginning to end in your car buying process, Clemmy will treat you like family each and every visit. Head on down to Clemmy Sales today to check out all their inventory, including the all-new 2019 Chevy Silverado. Clemmy Sales, proud supporters of local high school athletics.
Against the Tigers, the home Tigers leading the Red Raiders 22-14, 4:40 left on the clock. Redmond back in the game after that missed layup. Gets it off to Bright. 3 on the way! Vaughn Bright nails it. He's got 2 3-pointers here on the night, and he's got 10 points to lead the Tigers. They have now their biggest lead of the game at 11, actually tying their largest lead, as Honke gets it in, looks at Barton, kicks it back out. Shot put up by Weber after he got his defender in the air. No, Redmond with the rebound. Redmond pushes up ahead to Wrench. Wrench had Bright for a moment. Now the Tigers will settle into the half court. Schmidt gets it up to Bright. Bright, high-low action into Barton. Barton left hand, no. Schilling skies for the rebound. Redmond went for the steal, left Kohler all alone. He didn't get the shot, and Barton comes down with the rebound. He might have been hit with an elbow to the side of his head, but no worse for the wear as the big 6'6" center for the Tigers heads back down the court. Wrench looking for space and gets it out here to Bright instead. Bright up top to Redmond. Redmond looking to make action off the dribble. Instead, the pass dumped in to Barton on the dime from Chandler Schmidt. 6 points now for Barton. Tigers grow the lead to 13. 3 minutes left before half. 3 on the way from Kurtz is good. Mitchell Kurtz hits the scoreboard with a splashdown, and it's back to 10. Very reminiscent of that game at Marathon here with the Tigers doing lots. Redmond, 3 on the way, in and out. Barton, rebound, no, lost it behind him. Ball on the floor, scooped up and brought out by Weber. But again, that game back in Marathon, Stratford really in control of that game. Score just made it look a little closer than it was. Honke now takes Barton and got it. So we've been talking about here all game, Carter Honke being given 4 or 5 feet of distance from Barton, and Barton just inviting him to shoot. Honke took the invitation that time, made it count. Honke now with 7 points for the Red Raiders. Bright launches a 3 and no. Just glanced off the left of the rim. Rebound brought down by Kurtz. In the corner to Schilling. Schilling dumps it into Honke. And Kurtz left alone for 3 again. Net hung up on the rim. I didn't catch that last time. Now Bright pulls it down. It's a loose ball foul. Foul on Preston Weber. Weber's second and this 8th team foul. So parade to the free throw line now will start in earnest for the Tigers.
Checking in for Marathon, Mao Soibert. Heitman checking in for the Tigers.
Barton 2 for 3 from the line here in the first half. Go to the line for a bonus free throw. Off the back of the rim, no, and comes right out to Schilling. Honke all alone for 3. Didn't take it. Again, he had a good 6 feet between him and Barton. Didn't want it. Instead, he takes it low post. Ball off to the hip of Ben Barton. And Barton's going to come out. In for him is Dawson Dannon. Honke, right, his back to Honke, and ball comes up. Honke battles for it, gets the rebound on the other side, and he's going to have a foul. I thought they might have had steps on Honke, but instead it's a grab. Grab by Chandler Schmidt. And team foul number 4 only for the Tigers, so the Red Raiders will inbound. It's Honke again. Bright with his back to him. Schilling gets the about 5 feet away. Bright sends it out of there. Bright right back on Honke here in the corner. Swung all the way around to Soibert. Soibert with Schmidt staring at him. 3 on the way from Soibert off the back of the rim, no. And was Mao battling his own teammate for the rebound and lost control of the ball. So 1-5 left here in the first half. Heidman over to Bright. No high-low here as high-low partner for Bright, Barton on the bench. And we've got a foul coming up on Schilling, and that'll send Chandler Schmidt to the line.
Schilling, that's his first, team ninth.
58 seconds left in the half, and the next Red Raider foul will put the Tigers in the double bonus. So last bonus free throw, and Schmidt makes it good, earns himself a bonus. He's got 7 points here tonight. Schmidt, his Tigers up 9, can't get the second one to fall. And the Red Raiders here have options with 50 seconds left in the half. See if they want to try to get 2 possessions here. They can shoot quick and then force the Tigers to shoot quick on the other end. Nice drive in the lane there by Kurtz, but lost the ball on his way through. Tigers now look like they're going to hold for 1 here. Coach Schmidt calls out the play. Coach Schmidt calls for the down screen, gets it there. Wrench kicks it out to Heidman. Heidman with Bright up top, swung around to Schmidt. 20 seconds left in the half. Tigers up by 9. Coach Schmidt calls out a different play here as Tigers set to go now with 10 on the clock. They will have the last shot here of the first half. 5 seconds left. Schmidt with it, dribbles between his legs twice, and it's a 5-second call as Schmidt didn't make a move to the basket, and a turnover Tigers, so the Red Raiders will now get the last shot off of a turnover there as the Tigers were waiting for the clock to get to a certain point to go. But Schmidt forgot about that 5-second call. Schilling with it. It'll be good if it goes from 3. No, off the front of the rim as Cam Schilling missed that shot. And the Tigers will go to halftime as they lead the Marathon Red Raiders 28-19. We'll be back in 2 minutes with halftime stats and recap. We'll be right back.
2019 is all about change in the Chevy lineup, and that change starts today with the all-new 2019 Chevy Blazer. Let's take an inside look at this amazing new SUV. With a range of interior and exterior options, there's a Blazer fit for you. Come on down to Wheeler's Family Auto Group and see the all-new 2019 Chevy Blazer.
Stop into any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roselleville, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids, and talk to our friendly personal bankers who are here to help you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
Back here in Stratford, and it is halftime, and the home Stratford Tigers lead the Marathon Red Raiders 28-19 as we've got youth basketball here in front of us tonight. And I would tell you some play-by-play, but here we go. 5 with the shot on the backboard and good. 5 gets it to go. All right. All right, how about some halftime scores here? We'll start with the visiting Marathon Red Raiders, and Carter Honke leads the Red Raiders with 7 points. Hunter Soybert with 5, Mitchell Kurtz with 3, Jaden Kohler and Preston Weber each with 2 for the Red Raiders. For the home Stratford Tigers, leading all scorers is Vaughn Bright with 10 points. Chandler Schmidt has 7. Ben Barton with 6, Teddy Redmond with 3, and Lance Heidman with 2. It was an interesting end to the first half as the Red Raiders had 2 shots in the last minute. Stratford Tigers had 0. And how that happened is the Red Raiders shot with about 45 seconds left. That shot was missed. And Coach Schmidt called a couple different plays for his Tigers as they were working the clock down to zeros. And he wanted his team to have the last shot. Chandler Schmidt had the ball, and he took too long with the ball, and a 5-second call was made on Schmidt as he didn't make a move to the basket with the defender on him. That's a violation according to WIA rules. So the ball was turned over back to the Red Raiders with 6 seconds left. Schilling had a pretty good look at a 3, but just glanced off the front of the rim, no good. So 28-19 is the score here. Haven't seen a lot of the high-low on Stratford's side, as much as we thought we would anyway. We'll see if that changes in the second half, as Bright usually works the top around the free throw line elbow, and then Barton will roam down low, and those two will go high-low, and it's a difficult pairing to defend. Bright can hit that shot from the free throw line, and of course, Barton can hit that shot from down under the basket, so sometimes the defense has to choose, am I going to guard the high or the low? And in this case, the Tigers make pretty good work of that. On Marathon's end, we'll see here what Coach Jacobson does as Barton is giving plenty of space to Carter Honke when the Red Raiders are on offense. Honke usually has anywhere from 4 to 6 feet between him and Barton, and we'll see if Honke wants to shoot the ball a little bit more, and if Coach Jacobson maybe calls some stuff to let him shoot a little bit more freely up top there. They may be surprised on how much room Barton is giving Honke up and around the perimeter, as I'm sure Barton a little bit worried about Honke blowing past him, so he himself here before the second half, leading the Marathon Red Raiders 20 coming up.
Families and businesses. What makes us different? Our partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments. With new programs and Fels's Dairy Store, located just southeast of Crossroad.
At Citizen State Bank of Loyal, we build relationships with our customers. It takes handshakes and continued conversations and commitment to withstand the test of time. Whether it's in ag loans or personal banking, we respond with flexibility, creativity, and a commitment to serve those needs, and by extension to our communities. Stop by or call any of our 5 convenient locations to find out what Citizen State Bank of Loyal can do for you.
Of Neilsville, the area's best choice for new and used Chrysler automobiles. Shop close to home for a great selection of new Chrysler Pacifica minivans and the entire Chrysler line of vehicles. You can also see over 700 new and used vehicles at grossauto.com. Gross Motors on Highway 10 in Neilsville, home of the no hassle price, Gross Motors.
Just a short drive from Marshfield,
removal equipment for your home or business and seen on select make and models. See store for details. The friendly staff at Chili Implement is there to help equip you this season for whatever snow removal needs you may have. Just 10 miles west of Marshfield, Chili Implement, an authorized dealer for Kubota, is located north of Highway 10, Road Y in Chile.
Here for the second half of the South Conference battle here between the 28-19 and again 16 points, so almost the total of the Red Raiders here tonight. So those two doing their job. Now we'll see here in the second half. Again, Red Raiders come out in a 9-point hole. See if they're able to climb out of it and what they learned in the locker room as Weber kicks it back out. Schilling open for three on the way off the right side of the rim. No. And Schmidt climbs the ladder and plucks the rebound down. First one on the way up and good.
Number 5, Mitchell Kurtz.
Barton now 7 points, looking for point number 8, up and good. Barton a good free throw shooter too, and he's 4 for 5 from the line tonight. So Tigers come out, build the lead right away, dump into Schilling. Schilling works it back out, bounce pass inside to Honke. Honke skip pass all the way over to Mao. Mao's gonna look at that Tiger lane, no. The rebound brought down by Seubert. Nice pass underneath there to Kurtz. Mitchell Kurtz gets it up and in. And at very least, Coach Jacobson and his Red Raiders, I'm gonna look here in the first, say 6-8 minutes here of this half and just keep everything as single digits. Just stay within striking distance, if not being able to find a lead as Schmidt fouled on the three-point shot, and Schmidt will go to the line for three. Cam Schilling says, I got all ball.
Cameron Schilling, his second, team second to the half.
Schilling not in agreement there. Schmidt's going to go line for three. First one up and good. And Schmidt now with 8 points for the game. And he's going to be at the free throw line here for a little bit. His free throw number 2 is up and good. Schmidt's shot was altered, there's no doubt about that. Schmidt was laying on the ground at the end of it, no doubt about that. Again, Cam Schilling, didn't think that was a foul at all, as third one missed, but Bright skies for the rebound and keeps the Tigers on the offense. Barton got the ball knocked away and quickly tracked down by Seubert. Honke with it, Honke. The Tigers switch up that defense a little bit. Nice scoop shot there by Carter Honke. As instead of Barton coming out on him, it was Lance Heidman working against Honke, and Coach Jacobson aggressively clapping his hands, telling his Red Raiders, we got to get a stop now. Bright looks in for Barton, doesn't get it, and Bright is fouled by Seubert as Bright hits the deck, as he was tripped coming around, coming back up top. It's only Seubert's first, but it's already the third team foul for the Red Raiders here in the second half. Wrench with it, over to Schmidt in the near corner. Bright has it up top. Watch for Barton down low. Barton works side, weak side now as he works against Honke. Wrench is going to line up a three. Timber! Oakley Wrench! He don't dance. He got money moves and made money there coming through on the three-point shot. Fictional money, of course. Call it Monopoly money. 15 and a half left to go in the game. Mao fires right back. Clark Mao hits a three-pointer. That's Mao's first points of the game, the last starter for the Red Raiders to score here today. Barton backs in Honke. Honke stopped him on the blocks, and Bright right there behind him. As again, those two, we'll just call them a fabulous duo, working together as if Barton had eyes in the back of his head. Just flipped it behind him to Bright. Even the officials are impressed with what happened there, as they came up to have a quick laugh there with Mr. Barton as Bright rattles it out. Bright was a perfect 2 for 2 in the first half. He'll have free throw number 2 in this shooting foul right now. He gets that one up and through. Of course, I was singing his praises earlier in the first half as one of the best free throw shooters in the Merriwood South, and wouldn't you know it, he misses the next time. Schilling with it, Heidman on him. Extends an arm, clears a little bit of space. Now Barton and Honke work. Barton gives him space. Honke shoots long as he had to shoot over the outstretched arms of the 6'6" Ben Barton. Loose ball on the other side, fought for, and we're going to get a timeout as Soibert comes up with the ball, and it changed hands a couple times, and we're going to have a timeout. It is Stratford 36, Marathon 36. We'll be back.
At Citizen State Bank of Loyal, we build relationships with our customers. It takes handshakes and continued conversations and commitment to withstand the test of time. Whether it's an egg, Citizen State Bank of Loyal can do for you.
Give you a score update in the Cloverbelt East boys basketball in Loyal. It's the Columbus Dons leading the Loyal Greyhounds 45-25, 10:55 left in that one. Of course, the Dons already conference champs in the Cloverbelt East. As they look to end their season on a high note. We'll catch up with Columbus again on Monday as the Dons host the visiting Neillsville Warriors in the Cloverbelt East battle there. That shot looked like it was partially deflected, but a strong shot nonetheless. And then the loose ball foul is on Clark Mound.
Number 4, Mound, his second, team fifth.
So again, those team fouls rack up now for the Red Raiders, already with 5. 14:40 left here in the second half. And if you want to check in on the Columbus Loyal game, and don't even check in, just grab somebody else's phone and dial up ZaleskiSportsShow.com, hit live sports. Watch both of these as Bright shooting foul again. That one will go against Soibert. And the Red Raider fans not happy with the call.
Hunter Soibert, his third, team sixth.
So Bright back at the line for 2 more. But again, you can watch both games here live tonight. As we've got a little bit of blood on the back right leg of Mitchell Kurtz. So he'll get a band-aid. Actually, it's on his left knee. Kurtz will get a band-aid on that, and he'll be back out in the court in no time. But again, watch both games here tonight. And then we've got a couple of good ones for you tomorrow. As Bright misses again here, including, we got 2 girls Cloverbelt East crossover games, including the number 7 ranked Regis Ramblers taking on the number 3 ranked Colby Hornets. Hornets undefeated on the season. So number 3 versus number 7 going on tomorrow. And then we've also got Neillsville girls basketball before then. And I believe it's Osseo Fairchild in that game against the Neillsville Warriors. As Honke wheeled around down low, still battling for it. Missed the shot. Barton comes down with the rebound. The highlight of tomorrow night by far is number 3 Colby, number 7 Regis. Cloverbelt East girls crossover. We'll be there and live for you for both of those games tomorrow evening. Barton backs down off the backboard, and no. We'll call a loose ball on Bright, although Bright never left his feet. And Barton backed down and sent Preston Weber to the deck. I'm not going to say that was a makeup call, but I think there should have been a foul there somewhere. It ends up there was a foul, and maybe all things equal in the end there.
David Heitman returning for the Tigers.
Marathon with the ball, down 11. They've been hovering around that 11-point deficit essentially since about the 10-minute mark in the first half, so for a long time. Honke, again, Barton giving him space. Honke now goes down a little bit lower. Honke gives off to Schilling. Schilling with Redmond on him. Red Raider fans again asking for a foul. They're getting agitated here in Stratford. Their team trailing by 11. Three-pointer is good by Weber. Weber 5 points on the night. That brings his Red Raiders to back within 8. 13-10 left here in the second half. Redmond with it in the lane. Redmond strong and lost the ball on his way through. Teddy Redmond, a couple of ball handling miscues here in this game. And no points there, so Marathon, again, they need to have stops, got to stop there. They're going to need to score. And we'll see what they can do on this offensive possession. Right away, go into Honke, right back out to Mao, 3 on the way, no. Schilling skies for the rebound. And we've got 3 bodies on the foul, on the floor down low. And the foul is going to go against Stratford. And we've got a technical foul. Technical foul is going to go against Jaden Kohler, as Kohler and Heidman were having words as bodies were picked up off the floor.
Double foul.
Okay, so it's a double technical now as
We got
Heidman.
a double foul and double technical foul on number 3, Keller, and number 23.
So it's still going to go the way of Stratford on the double foul. We're going to go possession arrow. Possession arrow points to Stratford. That's how that part gets ironed out. And then both players assessed with a technical foul. Lance Heidman and Jaden Kohler, each with a technical. And Coach Schmidt and Coach Jacobson are going to take their offending guys off the floor just to give them both a chance to settle down here a little bit and make sure that they're calm the next time they come back on the floor. Again, those two were just having words. I don't know exactly what was said, but something significant enough where both of them were given a technical and then both coaches deciding to take them out of the game voluntarily. All right, so double foul also, as I explained a moment ago, that the result of that is possession arrow. Possession arrow points to Stratford. Tigers with the ball. They're up 8. Wrench contacted by Schilling up top, heads to the rack with it. No call, there's bodies being banged everywhere. Coach Schmidt can't believe it. Coach Schmidt says, no way was that anything. Red Raider fans give a Bronx cheer to say, finally, you call something in our favor. As Bright now with 3 fouls, he's going to take a seat. That foul was on him. And Barton replaces him. Coach Schmidt reminding his own coaching staff to be calm. And it was Coach Schmidt who levitated here on the sideline after that call was made. And I think there were a few levitations in the Marathon parent section as Redmond bats one away, goes up for the rebound, goes up for the layup, up and good. Redmond had missed a layup in a similar situation as that in the first half, able to make hay on that one. Puts his Tigers up by 10. Schilling over to Mao. Mao inside the 3-point line, gets that one to go. Clark Mao hits from 17 feet. The Red Raiders come right back. They stay in single digits. I said that's what they're going to have to be at around this point in the game. They need to have a scoreboard showing single digits, and then they need to start chipping away at it, and we'll see if they can do it. Dannon in the free throw line kicks it back out to Redmond. Redmond with Mao on him, gives it over to Wrench. Wrench right back to Redmond. Kurtz now trailing Redmond on the near wing. Back up top to Wrench. In the far wing to Wrench, my apologies. Barton looking for the right opportunity down low. He shook off Chandler Schmidt that time as Redmond drives baseline. Kicks it back out to Wrench. Barton now calling for the ball. He's now on the weak post as Redmond drives baseline, almost threw it away. Dannon able to get it. He drives baseline, back to Redmond. Redmond, 3 on the way. No. A rebound fought for by Dannon. Last off the hands of Preston Weber, and the ball will stay with the Tigers. Good ball movement there by the Tigers, just not able to cash in quite yet. They're going to have a second crack at it, though, on this offensive possession. It comes right here. Schmidt off the back of the rim. Redmond skies for the rebound, but Hankey pulls it down. Right back down the court. Spin in the lane. Barton stops it. Redmond picks up the loose change. The great wall of Ben Barton stopped all that action as Schmidt twirls and spins. And it looks like Honke's going to pick up foul number 3. Let's see if we get that right here, and it is Cardi Honke. So team 3, it's already the 9th foul on the Red Raiders. It's a shooting foul, though, in this case, so Schmidt will go the line for 2. Schmidt hits that one. Schmidt now 4 for 6 from the free throw line here tonight. He's got 10 points. Free throw attempt number 7 on the night coming up here for Schmidt as he tells Redmond to head back the other way before the shot and gets it to bounce in on the home rim. Lead balloons back to 10 for the Tigers. Schilling with it, feeds it into Honke. Honke around Barton. Barton's going to be called with a hip check as Honke went baseline around him.
On number 24, Barton, his second, team 5th.
Second foul on Barton. 5th foul for the Tigers. Again, there's still 10.5 minutes to go. There's 14 combined fouls here in the second half. A lot of whistles. Coach Jacobson hollering for a screen. See if he's able to get it here. Kurtz with it. Redmond on him. Gets it off to Honke. Honke again. Barton giving him some room, and Honke gives it off to Mao. Schilling open down low. Turns and finds Barton there. Shoots it too strong. Mao fights for the rebound. Gets it right back to Schilling. Schilling pump fake up. No. Honke with it, and the follow by Carter Honke. Mr. Right place, right time there for his 11th point. Red Raiders had 3 shots at the rim on that offensive possession as Schmidt spins in the lane around. Honke is up and good. Chandler Schmidt with moves and an awareness that time. Honke pass intercepted there by Redmond. It was partially deflected by Barton. Passed up ahead here to Heidman, who's back in the game after his technical foul. Coach Schmidt determined he had chilled out enough, and back in the game is Heidman. Wrench looks for Barton and kicks it back around the other way. Heidman with it, Mao on him. Schmidt calls out the play. Barton comes up, set the screen, looks for the roll, doesn't have it. And Schmidt looked to feed Barton. Barton said that pass was too hot to handle. And it was. Redmond back out for the Tigers, Vaughn Bright in, and we see number 3, Jaden Kohler, the happy post-Valentine's Day technical foul pairing with Lance Heidman, and those 3 are on each other on the near wing as they bang bodies. And that foul was called right away. So that very quick whistle there, as the referees were paying, I think, special attention to Kohler and Heidman. Kohler glanced into Heidman, and they called the foul. I don't know about that one. The referees may be sensing still there was some tension between those two. Heidman with the blow-by, and he's up and in. Lance Heidman blows past Kohler, tempting him. Tigers now, their biggest lead of the game is at 12. 8.5 left to play in this one. Spinning lane by Honke, up, count it! Carter Honke gets the and one.
Carter Honke for 2 plus the foul.
Oakley Wrench was saying no way, and
number 22, Bright.
Sticking up for his teammate Vaughn Bright, and his 4th foul on Vaughn tonight. And so Bright came in, he was in for a New York minute, and he's right back out. As Coach Schmidt tells him, don't worry about it, just come on here and have a seat. Honke now again, see if he can get the Red Raiders back to a single-digit deficit. No. Barton pulls down the missed free throw. 10-point lead. Again, Red Raiders not able to convert here offensively tonight. They've had the defensive stops, just not able to score on the offensive end to keep pace with the Tigers as of now. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout here from Coach Schmidt as Chandler Schmidt was tied up on the sideline. We'll take a timeout along with him. Stratford 45, Marathon 35.
Pro of Stratford has been your local source for garage and overhead doors since 2003. DoorPro can custom design your door solutions, or you can use their online tools at doorprollc.com to see what a new garage door could do to improve your home. Door Pro of Stratford, call them at 715-384-7978. Door Pro of Stratford, proud to support local athletes and their teams.
All right, again, back here in Stratford as the home Tigers lead the Red Raiders 45-35. 8:04 left to go in the second half, and this is Merriwood South basketball. Tigers undefeated overall. That makes them 14-0 in the Merriwood South. Red Raiders 10-2. A win here by the Tigers would clinch a share of the Merriwood South, and it would eliminate the Red Raiders from title contention here in the 2018-2019 season. Tigers on the precipice of doing just that as we now play with under 8 minutes to go. Schmidt kicks out to Wrench. 3 on the way, in and out. It was halfway down and popped back out. Rebound by Honke. Up top here to Schilling. Again, Honke has Barton in the air. Honke on the drive, draws contact, and it's a charge called. Coach Jacobson is beside himself as the charge was called. And a bench warning now given to the Red Raiders head coach Adam Jacobson, and Jacobson's assistant coach is up telling him to back off here, as that was certainly a questionable call. And oh, hold on here. I was told a bench warning. Now Barton's lined up for a technical free throw. Let's see if we get this reorganized here. No, okay, so yeah, it was just a bench warning. Barton said, hey, I'm going to take some free throws here, as he kind of put himself on the free throw line. But a bench warning and I think Jacobson probably fortunate just a bench warning, as he was livid down here on the sideline. He's lucky he didn't have a technical foul assessed in that case. And I think Coach Jacobson has a complaint there. I saw that as a defensive foul the whole way, but it was called offensive. So, Tigers with the ball up by 10, 7:25 left in the game. Wrench with it, Wrench in the lane, bounce pass, Barton up and foul. And we look now to Coach Jacobson to see his reaction on this. They call it on Mao. It was Seubert who got up right away and said, I had all ball. Now, perhaps Mao on the other side of it got body. Barton, Tigers in the double bonus. It's a shooting foul anyway, but Tigers now will be in the double bonus for the rest of the game. Barton hits his first one. Barton now a solid 5 for 5 from the free throw line. And 6 is up and true as the first 5 were. Barton now 10 points on the night. Bright still leads all scorers. He's got 12. In the corner, Schilling, 3 on the way. Off the back of the rim. No, just shot it long, and we're going to have a foul called on Barton. As they say, Barton wrapped his hand around.
Foul's on number 24, Barton. That's his third.
So third foul on Barton. Bright's got 4. And it's the 7th team foul, and that'll put the Red Raiders in the bonus and send Preston Weber to the free throw line. I missed what was said by the PA announcer there, but the Red Raider fans had a gay old time with it. In for the first time today is Henner Hannon, a 6'2" senior for the Tigers. He's going to let Barton have a seat here with his 3 fouls and catch his breath a little bit, as we're just under 7 minutes to play in the game. And second free throw rolls off to the right, no good, and Hannon on the stat sheet with a rebound right away. Schmidt challenges Schilling in the lane. Ball thrown in, and nobody with possession yet, and it looks like we're going to have a jump ball. Coach Schmidt was trying to get a timeout, but instead he's only able to change the possession arrow. It points to the Red Raiders right now. It'll point to the Tigers after this inbound.
Number 24, Barton.
So Hannon lets Barton get 1 minute 17 seconds of game clock rest, and Barton right back on the court. Redmond set to come in next for the Tigers. Skip pass all over to Honke. He checks his feet, sees he's behind the three, and lays it up short. Now, Honke missed a few shots here tonight. It would be a different game if he was able to make at least half of those misses, and we do finally get a full timeout here from Coach Schmidt as he looks to get his Tigers set for the stretch run here in the second half, and we'll be right back with the stretch run in the second half. Stratford 47, Marathon 36.
Gross Motors of Neilsville, the area's best choice for new and used Chrysler automobiles. Shop close to home for a great selection of new Chrysler Pacifica minivans and the entire Chrysler line of vehicles. You can also see over 700 new and used vehicles at grossauto.com. Gross Motors on Highway 10 in Neilsville, home of the no-hassle price, Gross Motors.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Armandale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Armandale Schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Armandale is your family-friendly daycare.
All right, back here in Stratford. Again, Coach Schmidt, Tiger head coach, calls a full timeout and gets his Tigers set now for the stretch run. 6:21 left in the game. His Tigers up by 11. Inbound comes all the way across to Barton. Barton kicks it back up. Coach Schmidt calls the play. Red Raiders now amping up their defense here as they look to trap anything on the wing. Trap here set, and going to be a Tiger timeout here as Coach Schmidt didn't like what he saw coming out of that timeout. A little bit surprised by the defensive pressure by the Red Raiders. 6:06 left, Tigers still up by 11.
Stop into any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roselleville, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids, and talk to our friendly personal bankers who are here to help you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Last 15 seconds, we've had 2 Tiger timeouts. Coach Schmidt a little bit alarmed out of that last one as he saw this new trap defense come up here out of the Red Raiders, and he wants to change his offense and change it accordingly as Dawson Dannon comes open down low, right back with it. Schmidt into the Red Raider bench as he dove for that loose ball. Has a little bit of fun down there with his competitors from Marathon. Gives them a thumbs up, says he's all set to go. It was a good play there. That was a coach play. That was 2 points there, I would say, for Coach Schmidt coming out of that timeout, able to get that trap beat right away. Found Dannon down low. That's exactly how Coach Schmidt drew it up in that huddle. Kick out to Wow, 3 on the way, no. Rebound batted up by Seubert, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, called on Barton. If it is, it's foul. No, it's a foul on. It is. It's a foul on Barton. That's 4 on Barton, 4 on Bright. Bright's still on the bench here, and Barton's going to join him here in just a moment. And maybe exactly what the Red Raiders wanted to have happen there is to get the 2 bigs in foul trouble. Nice floater there, Carter Honke. Honke now leads all scorers. He's got 15. It's down to an 11-point lead, but we've got both Stratford bigs in foul trouble, each with 4, 1 on the bench, 1 on the floor. Heidman open for 3, launches, Lance Heidman, big shot, Lance Heidman, able to protect those bigs and their 4 fouls, and that's what the Tigers are going to need as we get another foul call, this one on Dannon. And it's going to be a free throw battle coming down the stretch here, as that was the 9th team foul for the Tigers. 10 team fouls already for the Red Raiders. So after these free throws here, it's going to be free throw city here, I think, in Stratford for the next 5:05. And both teams will be in the double bonus. Mao steps to the line. It's his first free throw of the night and gets it to go. Bonus free throw awarded here for Mao. He's got 15 points tonight. Joins Honke as top scorers here for the Red Raiders. And gets it to go. I apologize. Mao averages 9 points a game. That was point number 7. That ball thrown away. So to correct myself, 7 points for Mao.
Returning for the Red Raiders, number 32, Carter Hockey.
16 points for Honke tonight. He's 3 off his season average of 19. Red Raiders, though, still down by a fairly big margin. 12 here may look like 20 in a different game. So 12 points, a big hill to climb here for the Red Raiders with 4:45 left in the game. Entry pass into Honke. Hannon right in on him. Honke drives off the backboard. No, but he's going to go to the line for 2.
Calls out number 10, Hannon hits first.
Hunter Hannon with the foul, as both Barton and Bright on the bench with the Tigers up by 12. See how long they're able to keep these two on the bench, as Honke and the Red Raiders obviously going to take advantage. They're going to probe the middle of that Tiger defense here and force somebody else besides Barton and Bright to stop them. Red Raiders extend defense here, full court. And look to trap here as soon as Heidman comes across the half-court line. He does there. And here comes the trap on Schmidt. Schmidt stuck in the corner, gets off to Heidman. Heidman heads right to the rack. No. The rebound put up by Hannon is good. Hunter Hannon doing more than just rebounds tonight. He's on the score sheet. Tigers back up by 12. 3 on the way by Seubert. No. Rebound by Mao. Mao right hand, no. Ball still being batted around. Brought down by, you guessed it, Dawson Dannon. Right down to Heidman. Heidman all the way down the court. And he takes a second look at Jaden Kohler. Oh man, these two have something developing out here on the court. And we're going to have a timeout. Coach Jacobson, marathon timeout. But the Tigers up with their biggest lead of the game at 14. It's 56-42.
Check out Clemmy Sales, located at 125 North 2nd Avenue in Stratford. For over a century, Clemmy Sales has been your #1 trusted Chevrolet dealership. From beginning to end in your car buying process, Clemmy will treat you like family each and every visit. Head on down to Clemmy Sales today to check out all their inventory, including the all-new 2019 Chevy Silverado. Clemmy Sales, proud supporters of local high school athletics.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
All right, back here in Stratford. Again, it was an attempted 30-second timeout by Coach Jacobson, but they've only got full timeouts left. So we took the extended break right along with them. We'll take a quick look back in Marshfield, and it looks like the Columbus Dons are victorious tonight over the Loyal Greyhounds, and that makes Columbus your Clover Belt East champions here in 2019. The number 3 ranked Columbus Dons. We come back here to Stratford, and the number 5 ranked Stratford Tigers. Marathon Red Raiders. Red Raiders Kurtz, three-pointer, no. Barton back in the game with the 4 fouls, brings down the rebound. Bright remains on the bench. We've got 3.5 minutes here to go. Heidman with the ball. And again, the Red Raiders looking to trap. And they're able to get the steal there. Kurt's left hand is up and good. Wrench all the way down. Dannon up and good. The Red Raiders cannot afford to trade twos here. They are down by 14 with only 3 minutes left. They really can't even afford to do much, and they certainly can't afford a charge, but that's what they did here on Clark Mao. He's called with the charge, and will go the other way. But
returning for the Red Raiders, number 24,
now, Vaughn Bright, after an extended rest on the bench, he's going to come out here for the Tigers. Again, Red Raiders, full court pressure here. And they have to. They're down by 14 with 3 minutes left. Baseball pass all the way down to Heidman is up and easy basket there. As the Tigers begin to run away with this one here, they extend their lead to the largest of the game. They're up by 16, but a cheap foul there given up by Wrench as he got too close to Hunter Seubert. So both teams in the double bonus. Seubert will go to the line for 2. Most importantly for the Red Raiders, clock stopped. Shot up and good. Seubert 6 points on the night. That was his first free throw tonight. Second free throw also up and true for Seubert. So lead back down to 14. Yeah, that's an extremely large hill to climb with only 2:45 left in the game. Schmitz in the lane, bounce pass to Bright. Bright up and one! Long break.
Falls on number 3, Keller. That is his 5th.
So 5 fouls for Jaden Kohler. He will exit for the Red Raiders. In for him, Matt Vandeboom. .14 for Bright, as he is 1 over his season average. Free throw on the way, no good. First, Bright misses the free throw. It's a 16-point advantage. Honky to the rack, and something happened there. He either took steps, or they're going to call the foul on Barton, and Barton's going to have to leave the game as he was disqualified. Foul number 5 on Barton as he got tangled up with Honky on his way through. So Barton leaves with 5 fouls. That'll close out the scoring for Ben Barton tonight. He will end with 10 points. And a good effort tonight by Barton, but he's going to sit on the bench here for the next 2:27. Honky misses the front end of his double bonus free throws. 18 points tonight for Carty Honky, and hits that free throw and lands on his season average of 19 on the dot. Wrench throws it away, Schilling with it. Schilling up and good. Lead down to 12. It was 16 just about 30 seconds ago. That ball stolen away. Up ahead to Honky. Honky right hand up and good. See if Coach Schmidt's going to call a timeout here as he waits to see how this offensive possession progresses for his Tigers. And it looks like they're going to settle into the half court. And the foul is committed down low as Coach Jacobson called for that foul. And that'll send Dawson Dannon to the line for 2. As Coach Jacobson obviously opting there for the least experienced Tiger to step to the free throw line with a 10-point disadvantage, and he makes him pay with the first one.
Returning for the Tigers, number 10, Hunter Hannon.
Bright returns to the bench. We'll see how long he stays there as Dannon hits both. Builds the lead back to 12. Again, eerily similar to that first game this year, but we got a push off on Schilling as he pushed Wrench. And Coach Schmidt is going to sub offense-defense here as he gets Bright back in and takes Hannon off the floor. He brings Bright in here to help get the ball across the half-court line. Schmidt has Bright as an option, just dribbles it across the half-court line on his own. Heidman with it as they play keep away here at the top. 1.5 minutes to go. Bounce pass over to Wrench. Tigers spread out now and get it down to Bright. Bright, and the Bright is going to be the free throw recipient here, as again Coach Jacobson hollered out yes when Bright touched the ball, opting to send Vaughn Bright to the free throw line.
Returning for Marathon, number 5, Mitchell.
And Bright rattles in and out. And Bright 14 points tonight. Only 1 for 5 free throw shooting here in the second half, but gets that one to fall.
Returning for the Tigers, number 10, Hunter Hannon.
Bright 5 for 9 free throw shooting for the game. 13-point deficit for the Red Raiders. Again, Coach Schmidt yelling at his players, no fouls. Kurtz with it, gives it off to Honke. Honke with Schmidt on him, dumps it into Mao. Mao rises up from 6 feet away, misses the shot. Ball out of bounds last off of Gannon, and it'll stay with Marathon. And make sure to stay tuned for our post-game show. We'll talk with tonight's winning coach and the Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player to be named. All that coming up on our post-game show following the conclusion of today's game. As Mao wheels in the lane, and he's going to be fouled by Hunter Hannon. And so Mao will go to the line for 2. Looked like Hannon just lost his place on the map there on the floor. Didn't exactly realize where he was. He may have lost track of Mao a little bit there too. But Mao misses the front end of the shooting foul. So offense, defense. Bright goes back in on offense. Hannon out on defense. And Mao not able to get either free throw, but the ball comes back into Honke. Honke lost it momentarily. Skip pass all the way to Schilling. Schilling 3 on the way, in and out. And we're going to have a foul called. All right. So, and no foul. They're just saying out of bounds. The referee was pointing to the floor, and he must have been pointing at the baseline, saying it was out of bounds on the baseline. So Red Raiders inbound. Honke with it. Had Schilling for a moment. Passed him up. Now does get it to him. Schilling rises for 3, and no, off the back of the rim. Schmidt skies for the rebound. Schmidt says, hold it. 30 seconds left, and Schmidt had called for timeout. It wasn't granted. There's Heidman now over, and the Red Raiders are going to let the Tigers dribble this one out. And the Tigers will grab a share of the Marathon South Conference Championship by way of a 65-52 win at home here today against the Marathon Red Raiders. Again, make sure to stay tuned to our post-game show coming up here in just a couple minutes as we will talk to Stratford Tiger head coach Kurt Schmidt as he breathes a sigh of relief as the buzzer sounds. And we'll also talk to our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game to be named. All that coming up and more after this.
2019 is all about change in the Chevy lineup, and that change starts today with the all-new 2019 Chevy Blazer. Let's take an inside look at this amazing new SUV. With a range of interior and exterior options, there's a Blazer fit for you. Come on down to Wheeler's Family Auto Group and see the all-new 2019 Chevy Blazer.
Stratford has been your local source for garage and overhead doors since 2003. DoorPro can custom design your door solutions, or you can use their online tools at doorprollc.com to see what a new garage door could do to improve your home. DoorPro of Stratford, call them at 715-384-7978. DoorPro of Stratford, proud to support local athletes and their teams.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
For almost 50 years, Abbey Bank has been providing financial services to local families and businesses. What makes us different? Our partnership with the communities we serve, helping families grow, helping business grow, and celebrating important moments. With new programs and facilities, support for our youth, and help for those most in need. Abbey Bank invests in its communities and gives back locally. With locations in Abbotsford, Appleton, Medford, Wausau, and Weston, we make banking about you. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Just a short drive from Marshfield, Chili Implement is your local headquarters for snow removal equipment for your home or business. Take advantage of 0% financing on select make and models. See store for details. The friendly staff at Chili Implement is there to help equip you this season for whatever snow removal needs you may have. Just 10 miles west of Marshfield, Chili Implement, an authorized dealer for Kubota, is located north of Highway 10 on County Road Y in Chile.
All right, back here in Stratford, we are post-game here after Merrillwood South Conference battle has concluded. 65-52. Stratford takes down the Marathon Red Raiders tonight. And again, Stratford is now co-champions of the Merrillwood South. As we beg your pardon as we've got people filing out here, and we will do our best here to keep everybody exactly where they're supposed to be, which is difficult to do here in Stratford, as it's a lot of commotion down here on the floor, but we're waiting for Coach Schmidt and our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game, Chandler Schmidt. It's going to be a Schmidt-Zaleski show down here momentarily. We'll go through final game scores here, final individual scores, and leading all scores tonight is Marathon Red Raider Carter Hockey. He's got 21 points tonight. Clark Mile, Mitchell Kurtz, and Hunter Soybert all with 7 points tonight. Preston Weber with 5. Cam Schilling and Jaden Kohler round out the Red Raider scoring with 2 points apiece. For the Stratford Tigers, Chandler Schmidt and Vaughn Bright each with 15 points tonight. Lance Heidman with 11. Ben Barton with 10. Dawson Dannon with 6. Teddy Redmond 5. Oakley Wrench with 3. And Hunter Hannon with 2. As we see Tigers coming out of the locker room here again. We will catch up with Stratford Tiger head coach Kurt Schmidt. We'll also talk to our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game, Chandler Schmidt. All that coming up and more after this.
Masonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, has fresh cheese curds made daily, along with cheese and sausage trays for your next gathering. Masonville Dairy is home to over 24 cheese varieties. 1.5 million pounds of milk daily gives you cheddar, feta, Colby, and even blue marble jack. Shop in the store or online at NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy, a family tradition of quality.
Thinks we're okay. All right, we are back here in our post-game show with our Zaleski Sports Show Highlight House player of the game, Chandler Schmidt. Chandler, 15 points tonight. Both you and Vaughn with 15 points tonight. What was working for both of you on the court tonight?
I think our teammates just did well creating for us. It was a team effort. We played great team defense that game.
both your bigs, both Bright and Barton, foul trouble coming down the stretch. What was the attitude in the team huddle saying those last 5 minutes with those guys in foul trouble? What did the rest of you have to do to pick up and keep moving things forward?
Well, obviously all of us had to step up, and Lance stepped up, Oakley stepped up. He got great stops for us. Even Hunter Hannon off the bench had gave us great energy. Dawson Danon played tremendous, hitting those rebounds. He had 4, 6 points. It was insane. It was just great team effort.
Yep, 6 points for Dawson tonight. And let's just talk a little bit about the conference now. Your conference co-champions. That's official tonight. You got a game coming up against Auburndale next week. Just talk about how tough it is to play in this conference and what it means to be undefeated in the conference.
Well, it's definitely a tough conference. Marathon went to state last year. Auburndale's gone to state. It's definitely a tough conference, and it's nice that Stratford basketball is starting to peak up a little bit and joining those guys.
Yeah, excellent. All right. So, Steven, we're gonna keep it right here. We'll keep it right here. We're gonna trade mics here. We're gonna put you in the house. All right. Okay. All right. We gotta go find your dad somewhere. Go ahead. Just hang on to that for me. I'm counting you down 3, 2, 1. And I'm in the house. And the camera right up here. We're gonna go to that. We're gonna go to the bar here and get everybody out of the way. Yeah, all right, stay right back where you were.
I'm in the house.
That was sweet.
Nice job.
Todd wants steak too.
Yeah. Oh, all right, Todd's next here. Yeah, if you could do me a favor and help me find your dad, all right? If he's around anywhere.
Up there.
All right. Yeah, he's coming back. There we are. All right, I believe we're at commercial now, so
just let me know.
Hang with me here.
Yep.
We got Steven tells me we're on frame. I can't believe how.
Hey,
he tells me that all right, we're back here in our post-game show visiting with Coach Schmidt. Coach, a tough conference battle. We talked about it in the pregame, and that kind of fleshed itself out there. Just thoughts on the game overall. Big win over Marathon tonight.
Well, you know, our bench has been good all year, and we had our big boys in foul trouble quite a bit, and we were able to hang on without them into the game. And great team effort. I'm proud of the kids. You know, they were up for this game. You know, this is, you know, they clinched conference title, at least to share tonight. So, you know, it's been one of their goals, and you could tell they were really, because Marathon's a good team. They're a very good team, and they've been playing really well lately. And I couldn't be more proud of the overall team effort.
Early in the second half, Coach, you called back-to-back timeouts. Marathon had changed their defense in one of those timeouts. Yep. And then on that second timeout, you got 2 points. I called that a coach's 2 points off of there. But what was the talk in the huddle after you saw that defensive change?
Well, we talked about, because we didn't know what they were going to do, we just knew they were going to trap, whether it's zone or man. So we four-cornered to spread the floor, because that'll work against any of it. And we were able to get get some easy buckets off of it. And there's, you know, it's a tricky thing, because you got to make a quick decision. And that's why when trap got super sealed, then I had to burn a couple timeouts. That's why you'll see I don't use timeouts early in games. I had 5 at the end, and I needed them, because I knew if we had a lead, they were going to trap all over the place. And you know, so you got to use them sometimes to get yourself out of trouble, not necessarily to change your scheme. You know, sometimes just get that kid out of trouble. Let's get a possession again so we don't lose it. Kids did a great job attacking it at the end and getting some easy baskets and then getting to the free throw line.
Coach, you got a seed meeting coming up here in about and that's coming up. You've played a pretty good selection of opponents, but there's some D5, some D4. You go up to D3 in the playoffs. You're undefeated though. You're co-conference champions. Is that a 1 seed?
We should be. We should be. We're undefeated. The next two teams have 4 losses. So, but I don't make those decisions. But we talked about this at the Century Classic. Yep. You couldn't understand why we weren't ranked yet. And then right after that happened, we got ranked, I think, 8th or 9th or something like that.
I might have called somebody.
We squeezed in. Yeah. But I mean, we've been ranked 5th for a while, and you know, you can't always control who you play. You know what I mean? We've been trying to play these bigger schools, and we just haven't had any luck doing it. And so you can't penalize a team for being a good team, but not playing Division III and II teams. So we'll see. We're hoping for the best, but it's no guarantee.
All right, Coach, we're going to catch up with you next week a couple times for sure, and so especially here against Auburndale. Coach, we'll see you then. Good luck until then.
Thanks for covering us.
All right, appreciate it, Coach. Appreciate you stopping by. Again, it was a big Stratford 65-52 win here tonight. We've got highlights of this game and others coming up tonight on the Zaleski Sports Facebook network. Make sure to check those out. We'll be back live tomorrow in Altoona as it's Cloverbelt crossover time. A highlight coming up tomorrow night is the number 3 ranked Colby Hornets taking on the number 7 ranked Regis Ramblers. That'll be our nightcap, our headliner, our main event tomorrow night. We'll be live then, and we will see you tomorrow night from Altoona. Until then.